chat is concerned. I talked to them about a new feature, but I haven't told them quite what it is yet. Let's boot up the game. We're going to be going to a very specific save file, as this is not something that you could consistently do at the start of a stream, but it's something that has been asked about for a while. I have to kind of fine-tune what the changes will end up being, but hopefully the chat enjoys the madness, as it were. Let's go ahead and boot up the game. Oh, I also need to give the game some sound. I am so used to muting the game. I'm sure the chat would love to hear some sound effects. Let's actually put that at like 80-ish. Good enough. Let me go ahead and boot everything up. I think it's mostly stable. We're going to be ironing out some kinks, I think, before we get into a serious run. So I'm just going to have one more change I think I have to do before it gets released. Go ahead and launch. Enable that, minimize that, view chat. Chat's looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and start it right here. So don't worry, chat, we're going to be playing with the bots soon enough. In fact, let me boot up the bots so that way you guys have something to interact with as I talk a little bit, maybe earn some points. Assuming at some point it will open up. Yeah, OBS things has loaded up. Thank you, OBS thing. Oh, that button I want to open. Let's try that again. I was gonna say, if the chatbot doesn't want to open, that kind of hampers plans for later. Okay, I think it's now waking up. Okay, good, good, good. Anyway, we're gonna go to a very specific file. And the reason I need to have a specific file, chat, is I did something to one of the items of the game. Something that people have been requesting for quite some time. That's already using the gold. I'm not even sure if it's active. Oh, it barely is, apparently. Chris is on the draw. It literally loaded when he did it. So, we're just gonna casually go into our inventory, chat, and... Oh, look, chat, I have the Axe Lord armor. I wonder what this does. Oh, chat. I put it on, and it just told me Super Axe armor, and my stats seem to be higher than normal. I'm sure nothing else has changed about Axe armor.
What?
Oh boy, look at that jump, chat. Listen, people were complaining this bad boy couldn't jump. Oh, he could go to heaven now. Love it. Does decent damage. Oh, look at that hyper jump. I love it. Look at that little walk. See, he can actually platform now. He couldn't do this before. Yeah, by the way, chat, his jump height literally could not even make that jump. There we go. Axe Knight indeed. So this is the stationary jump goes pretty high. The moving jump is a bit shorter. With the intent, you're mostly just trying to hit an enemy. You can strike more than once in the air. Well, that did a lot of damage. So you can see I could get a nice double hit now. The hitbox on it's kind of a weird thing. Let's show off what else we did to Axe Knights. You might have seen it. But chat, I got a fireball attack as the Axe Knight now. This is not vanilla, in case chat is curious. So I could just... Well, can I do that while being... Oh, I could do that while being hit. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, I might not even change that. That's too good. I love it. Get off me. Oh, the nukage. There we go. I love one of the fireballs just goes really slow. I don't know if I'll change that. We'll see. So anyway, we got a new attack, triple fireball. Or I can go behind the piercing fireball, which is better versus groups. Now, every time I use it, it does cost MP. One thing I'm gonna have to do is disable it so that if I'm in the menu, it doesn't count. You can see like our normal strikes do 52. Not a ton of damage. So this is with boosted strength, chat. It doesn't really do a ton, as you can see. The book damage, however, because it's weak to fire, gets absolutely wrecked. Oh, I love that hyper jump, by the way. So I'm trying to fine-tune what the controls should be for the Axe Knight. So I'm definitely going to take suggestions from people that want to run the game, what would make sense to them. So let's showcase one other thing. So we have your normal fireball, right? If you hold up currently in fireball button, you do an upward fireball. If you crouch, you can low shot the fireball. Axe Knight top tier. Axe Knight pretty good right now. I think you could actually get pretty far. So we're gonna experiment with the Axe Knight a little bit before we do a serious run. I'm just looking at that hyper jump though, chat. Look how high he goes. I'm really curious if he's able to make it out of certain places. So we're gonna have a little happy run. Now, unfortunately, one thing I haven't learned to do, other than be fair. Oh, that didn't actually kill. But hey, the follow-up fireball did. I love that you could do that while injured. I haven't figured out how to open doors with it yet. That is the big thing I want to change at some point. We'll give it a shot. The doors are still his mortal nemesis.
What?
The reason he's shooting a fireball there, chat, is because I didn't disable it while in the menu. That's one more thing I'm gonna have to do. Yeah, see, you can make that item check now, chat. Look at that. Yeah, one thing he couldn't do before was make this jump, and now he can. That's kind of nice. Or if I just want to float to heaven, I can do that. Excuse me. Hopefully chat is enjoying the fast movement of the Axe Knight. I mean, it's not quite as fast as the shield dash, but it is very amusing. And I feel like you would actually have a genuine reason to use this now, other than just trolling. And yes, chat, if you're curious, you can just stack the spells if you have the MP. This file has a ludicrous amount of MP if you're curious, chat. But basically, every fireball spell, I think, is 15, and the bigger one is 20, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, that damage is high. 102. Interesting. Yeah, right now we're very strong. The fact that you can just kind of follow up behind the fireball is kind of nice. If it goes off screen, it doesn't keep going, though. So you can kind of preempt it a little bit. So I feel like between the two different fireballs, maybe you'll find different scenarios for them. The group fireball is probably better for multiple enemies, like an ambush. The other fireball is probably generically better, because that's just very quick. Okay, I didn't open that up. I wanted to verify. So I just want to see, chat, is he able to make the jump there? We're going to test a couple of small things on the Axe Lord armor to see if he shares the same property that Alucard does. Yeah, you can see even with my 1000-something MP, I did burn a lot of MP to use it. So there is some balancing to it. It's not just completely free, but obviously it's very good. So right now he's only got basically 3 spells, one of which is a variation, and then one more unique spell on top of that. But hey, it gives him something to do. Kinda nice. Oh, actually I can't open here because I have to go through the door. Yeah, I'm doing 50, and the Axe Lord armor is doing double damage. Yeah, it's like actually like not a troll item anymore. Like legit, I would feel like joy if I found it, as opposed to just like pure raw anger. Here's where I was curious about. How well does it navigate through here? I mean, obviously, being able to angle the shots up or down is pretty solid. Curiosity. Oh, that's pretty high. I don't think he could get out of here. Yeah, even with the super jump, he can't make that. That's a shame. So I'm gonna have to figure out some other technique to make him fly. I mean, like, that goes really far, like you could see. So he should be able to cover most normal rooms. Like, if I'm here, for example, I should just be able to make that platform. I actually went so high I left that area. Wow, that's crazy. Like, if I do it from here, I still reached the top of this. How far up does that go? Wait a minute. Hold on, is this just straight up to another room? Oh, almost. Almost. What about from here? Is that straight up another room? Wow. So your hyper jump is ridiculous. It clears 2 rooms. Axe Knight has wings? I mean, you're not wrong. Well, chat, we're gonna test our might against Scylla, who had a lot of health there. Anyway, we're out of here. Oh. Doors are still tricky, chat. I'll get through eventually, maybe. I'll figure it out. Oh. Is Does he not have enough horizontal momentum to do this? Uh-oh. Are we at an impasse? I think I'm at an impasse, chat. So this is a weirdly heighted jump. So I'm actually stuck here. So I have to think about it, chat. We might need... If we could get a double jump on this character, problem would be solved. Fine. Look at him go. Look at his little feet go, chat. Oops. Forgot to do the standard jump. So one thing I'm just gonna denote, if you do a neutral jump, it goes pretty high. If you just jump while holding forward, it's not quite as high. The intent is that you might not want to go all the way to heaven with it, but if you do, you do more of a neutral jump. Now, one thing I'm gonna do is probably figure out what buttons should use for the hyper jump and things like that. Yeah, see, like, that's just high enough. Oh, silly, you just got bodied by him. That's embarrassing, chat. That's actually embarrassing. The one thing you'll notice is if you hyper jump and you hit a ceiling, you'll actually stick to it for a little bit. It's actually not bad. I might just leave it as is. Like, you can just kind of do whatever you want up there. So again, if you have a ton of MP, the axe armor is actually pretty fun. It's not realistic you'll have 1,260 MP, so we won't get to see the completely unfair nonsense super often. I figure on a demo save file, chat would take amusement from the ridiculous fireballs. Yeah, I love the fireballs arcing up or down. They kind of cover if something's on the floor or slightly above you without needing to jump. So we might have some variations of the jump. Like, I might allow, like, slightly different jump heights other than, like, super jump and normal jump. Because weirdly, he's not programmed to detect how long you're holding the jump button. By the way, chat, like, you know how in other games, if you just tap it, you get a small jump? It doesn't work like that with him for some reason. I don't really know why. I could try to get it to read like a quick tap, maybe. So we'll see. I could try to emulate not holding a full jump. It might be a little awkward, but I could probably give him a bit more natural physics. So, like, right now it's not bad. I can obviously go a lot further than he could normally, and the hyper jump really helps. Now, I want to test something. Give me a second. Oh, there's just a Fistotulcus down there? Nice. There is a little code to get infinite jumps. I don't think this impacts him. If it does, I'm going to be very happy. I don't think it will, though, so I'm not going to get my hopes up. I call this one infinite jumps for now. I doubt it'll work, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, I'm not able to do it. The one thing I'm looking to learn... Out of curiosity, I don't know how I would test this mid-game, though. If I were to pause the game mid-jump, let's just hypothetically, chat, hypothetically here, and I were to decrease the value, what happens? It only seems to take it on the first... Oh, wow, that takes him to heaven. Just look at that. You just stick straight to the ceiling. Yeah, I was just curious if you changed it, like, mid-jump, what it would do, but it only takes the one jump, it seems. You can see I'm kind of messing with the jump height there. If I do this, I should stick to the ceiling forever, or crash the game. Did the above. Oh, look at that, chat. It's basically flight. You know, just kind of stick to the ceiling as you do. It's out of curiosity. I love that little sound effect as he runs. See, we can make that jump, but we can't make this jump. Oh, we could. We can on that side of the room, and not the other side. That's really weird. Oh, that goes pretty high. I'm curious if we could reach another platform. We can. Oh, it can't do anything there, though. Oh, we can almost reach that one, chat. We're so close. It just, his horizontal momentum is terrible. Unfortunately, I don't know how to change the horizontal momentum yet. Because that would fix a couple things with this character. I wouldn't change it too much because I think he should always feel a little awkward. But it would be nice just to go straight to heaven, chat, and let the camera slowly scroll up. Look at the camera, it's trying so hard to keep up with us. So what would it take to hit the other platform, out of curiosity? For my own testing purposes. Oh, I hit something, that was weird. Oh, we're so close. Do I reach it normally now? I do. Where is the exit normally? Wow. Ridiculous. Hello, Rorschach. Hope you're doing well. We're just testing things out. We haven't started Mayhem. Oh, I think I actually could maybe land there. Hold on. I'm messing around with Axe Lord armor.
What?
Just little legs running. Amazing. Oh! I clipped through the wall. Chat. I don't think I should be able to do that, but we'll take that. I mean, that's one way to escape an area. You just scroll outside the wall. It's fine. Axe Lord is the best, says Rorschach. Look how far we could go. Can I just clip out of bounds again? Wow, you really can. Wait, can normal axe armor just clip through? Oh no, hold on. Can normal axe armor just straight up clip through the wall? Is this something I never knew about? Hold on. If I undo this... What am I even clipping on is the question. Oh, I have infinite jump. I can't grab you. Let me disable that, chat. No infinite jumps for a second. I know, like, what am I hitting that I'm clipping, right? That's what I land on the first time. Am I somehow, like... Am I somehow hitting this and going through it? Let's witness together.
What?
Oh, you could just go, wait, you just jump through the stairs? What? Wait, no, game. Oh, hold on a second, chat. We're gonna do a nice little soft reset there. Wait, you can just jump through stairs? That's funny. Okay, so let's obviously not do that. Oh, game, you never cease to amaze. What a game, chat. Apparently, if you just jump fast enough...
This one is special!
The stairs are a lie. I guess I'm clipping into the stairs and maybe I'm holding left when I'm starting to fall and that forces me out the left side. Maybe that's what's happening. That is so goofy, chat. So we'll give up on the axe armor in a little bit. I want to test a couple other things while we're here. So there's still not a lot known about the axe armor. And I'm hoping to unlock more secrets of the axe armor. One thing chat might have noticed is that the game is able to detect when I'm in axe armor, which is a very lovely touch. Wait, what happened to my strength? What? How did that happen? Anyway. Interesting.
What?
Lord armor busted 3 months, chats. Sort of right. I think that's about where it was before. And if I super wall jump. Oh, does he not want to super jump? Oh, it's because I locked it. That's what happened. Oh, it didn't like that I touched the value. Okay, so I would have to restart OBS. Not OBS. I'd have to restart this hog to fix the jump. No super jumps. They're just showing like the enhanced jump can make that. It's not too bad. If you're looking to explore up here. Little happy face. Love those fireballs though. Oh my god, it's the best. fast, chat. I love it. One downside is I noticed attacking makes the fireball disappear. I don't really know why that happens. I'll be real with you. Like, you could do that and delete a fireball there, too. It's just a side effect of the axe armor, I think. But the fact that I always has to have 2 there means it's probably okay. But I do like you could kind of run behind the piercing fireball if you really want to. If you're just looking to destroy things. Pretty good for ambush, I think. Especially the slow one, it might get them on the way back. Oops, I went off screen. Or if you're just looking to kill in general, if you're trying to hit the books. A slightly upwards fireball might be good enough. What else could we test to see if it works on him while we're here? Not that I expect to get an axe armor in our next seed, but kind of wanted to test some things. Are there any speed constants that work? So let's go into regular mode for a second, because we're gonna test 2 different cheats. I just want to see what this does to the character. So we're gonna do... Oh, I should probably do a hex lookup. Hold on, chat. I gotta think ahead here. I don't even know what the values are first. So I'm gonna do something called a RAM watch. I'm gonna add a setting. I can't see this because I don't have this set up properly. I'm gonna put this as question marks. So this will tell me what the value is. Current value is absolutely ridiculous, but I can freeze the address. So now I've locked in my character speed. Let's see if this does anything. We're gonna unequip it. Right now, my movement looks normal. I think chat would agree. What happens if I play with this value? Ooh, that makes me pretty slow. Does that impact the Axe Lord armor? No. We're gonna unfreeze that. That doesn't seem to work. I'm gonna add one more thing. Listen to him cheer in the meantime. Again, this is just kind of all on the fly. I don't really know if this will work or not. I'm gonna freeze another value. This one I think is for horizontal jump. We'll take this off for a moment. See, I have really terrible momentum. If I do that, it'll change. What happens if I play with this number? Do this. Oh, I like teleport. Oh, and I clip out of bounds. Okay, so let's not do that. The speed difference was too much, chat. The game could not handle it. We were too quick. I think we clipped out of existence there. Let's reset. Let's not lock that in. I mean, like, it worked. I jumped through a wall, I think is what happened there. I just ceased to exist briefly on this mortal plane. I mean, I guess if you go fast enough, walls are optional. That's what we've learned. But let's not clip through the wall. Let's set up a new watch, though. We went to ludicrous speed. I know, Kirk. We went plaid briefly. Just too fast, chat. Oh, I'm sure I just instantly zipped past the boundary, too. I'm sure I realized, like, my position is X, now add, like, 10,000 to it, and it went, oops, I'm through a wall. And it goes, hey, you're past the room boundary, so you should just be through there. We just zipped out of existence. Okay, so we're gonna freeze the value again, but we're just gonna make a really small difference. So you can see, you know, our jump looks normal-ish. Looks normal-ish, chat. I'm gonna change it by 1. It's gonna make a big difference. Let's do it by like 3. I don't really feel a difference. Okay, let's change it by a more significant number. I don't feel a difference. Supposed to do something? Alright, let's change it by a really significant number. I didn't notice any difference if there was. I seem to be slower. Though it is slightly doing something. The chat's slower. It's starting to become noticeable. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm feeling it there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's horrendous. It's almost like I'm underwater. No, slower. I want some very noticeable difference, chat. I like that some animations I seem to be moving faster than others. Like, just for like a brief second, I speed up and then fall down. Let's delete a number and put a 0 there. What does that feel like? Not too different, honestly. Okay, what if I delete another number and put like a 5 instead of a 9 there? Eventually, I should stop being able to move, right? It does feel weird. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, I'm not quite going full speed. Okay. What if I just increment by this much? How noticeable is this? I think it stopped having an effect. Not noticing a difference between this and the other one. Okay, dramatic measures are needed. No, I'm not feeling it. What if I go in the inverse direction and I put, like, a big number here? What does this do? Doesn't seem to make a big difference. Now, let us try to do horizontal jumps with the character. Max armor. We'll donate the grade. No, I don't notice a difference here. He still doesn't have really great horizontal momentum. You can see it takes like 2 jumps to even go that far. Is there a way to change my position is the question. We're contemplating life, chat. What can I do? What kind of weird workaround can I do? Can I just force myself to fly with MP? That could be interesting. Because if I can't figure out how to get double jump, that doesn't stop me from just literally lifting my character into heaven. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm trying to think outside the box. Hope everybody's doing well today. If you turbo mode me while we're in the air. I don't think it'll do anything, but you could try. There's no buttons to press. It doesn't seem. That's why I was hoping I could get like a double jump, but it wasn't doing that for me. Yeah, I'm trying to think outside the box here, chat. Are there ways to fix this character aside what we did? This work. Very rare we actually hear the music all the way to this point. That's kind of nice. I'm mostly looking to see if something can track his position. Like, if I could just hold a button and just float myself higher. I mean, obviously, it will probably still cause me to glitch into things, but it'd be kind of funny. Not finding what I'm looking for. I just need, like, a simple command. Think about this, chat. I might have to do it programmatically, so just give me a second. So we're gonna make a new command on the fly, chat. We're gonna say if I'm holding, doesn't really matter, we're just testing things. I'm gonna say if I'm holding L1, right? Kind of a weird button, obviously. If I'm holding L1, then do something. What should that something be? Let's see if we can get ourselves to fly, chat. We will grant him wings if I'm able to. I could figure out his facing, which isn't too bad. There's something called the screen command. Maybe this will work if it'll let me set it. I'm not sure if this is a get set method though. Ooh, it's only a get. That's not gonna work. Okay, I was wondering if I could just literally hard code his position up in the air. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Let me think about this. Is there anything else that would determine my position? I mean, I can make myself invincible, but that's not really useful. I don't think I could set my map location, as funny as that would be. Just hold up and X and you just go to another room. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot of leeway with this. But we're gonna have to still think outside the box, so I can't just force myself to fly. Unfortunately, chat. I'll leave that blank command in there for now in case I feel inspired to test something. I'm gonna take a look at a couple things. Maybe there's a way to overwrite it still. Just indirectly. There's a bomb effect. Interesting. Let's see what I'm looking for though, chat. I'm hoping, like, looking up an address, I could find something useful. Character, prologue, library card, teleport to level entrance, state, friendly entity list. No. Is there, like, a physical location? Tricky chat. I would love to test this. I'm gonna give it like another 5 or 10 minutes. Enjoy getting the points in the meantime. Turbo mode, I don't think would rapid fire the fireballs because I put it on like a mini cooldown, if you're curious. It's not super useful there. Unfortunately, not seeing what I'm looking for. We'll run around for a little bit. I have to think about some things. Showcase the fireballs. I do like that triple fireball, though. It's pretty sweet. I was very happy when I got it working based off of existing code. I love that I can fireball and attack at the same time. Gotta save the frames, chat. I was gonna say, Axe Lord armor for God tier now? Gotta be like, damn, he got Axe Lord again. What a cheater. Which, to be fair, now I'm cheating. X position map, Y position. Is that like the literal map X and Y? Because I don't care about those. Tricky decisions, chat. Tricky decisions. Oh. Okay. Now let's have a little experiment here. I found something. I don't know what this will do. Let's have a little fun with it. Let's see if it does anything. I'm gonna look up what it is in the RAM currently, so that way I don't accidentally put it to the wrong value. So I'm gonna do a new watch. I have something listed for... Oh, that's not correct. I have something listed for our screen Y position. So I'm just gonna look at it for a second, and I'm gonna jump around, and then I'm gonna try freezing it, and we're gonna see what happens together. It'll be a magical little experiment, chat. Hopefully that results in us floating in the air, because that would be quite funny, to be honest with you. Alright, so I can see the value. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. We're gonna pause. I'm gonna freeze it. What does it do? Oh, it crashes the game. It did not like that. Chat, it didn't like that. I found it, but it did not like it. It's a cool screen, though. What do you think, chat? Actually, we don't need to do this every time. Let me save you some time. The game did not like that, chat. It was like, excuse me, I'm trying to calculate. So is there a way to do it without freezing the game? Interesting. When I freeze it, it doesn't do anything. Oh, it doesn't like that at all. Okay, so it's not our physical character location. It's something about how it tracks us relative to the rest of the screen. So we're gonna give up on that, I think. We're gonna unfreeze it. I mean, I do like that we could crash the game in a unique way. That's always fun. Anyway, let's load in a bit more. Let's do one more thing to see if we could fix horizontal speed. This would honestly be something worth changing. We're gonna try one more thing that I can find at the moment. We're gonna call this horizontal. I have like all these like nonsense sheets in my cheat file at the moment. When I move around, static number, it's a huge number. It's an 8-digit, I think, or 9-digit, where it starts with 9. Oh, my speed changed. Why does it change per room? Oh, it copied the same number. Oh, I see what it did. Not correct. Wrong address, chat. Jumped the gun. Went to copy paste something and it didn't actually copy paste. So it goes between 384 while holding forward, or 16776832. So I'm assuming it just means it's an unsigned int and it went negative 382 or something like that. So let's go ahead and freeze this value, chat. Let's see what happens to the game. Apparently nothing. If I give this like a huge number, what does it do? Oh, we just slide? What is this? Oh no. Oh, that's horrible. Ew. Oh no. I'm like magnetized. Oh, I don't like that at all. Hello, Chaosmania. Hope you're doing well. We're not actually starting a seed yet. I'm messing around with the controls. Oh my gosh, what is that? That... Wait, does that work in the X armor? Hold on. What the heck is that?
What?
It works on the axe armor? Is that... Wait. Does that mean I could give him, like, hyperspeed? What if this is, like, 8,000? What does it do? Oh, that's, like, it's... Oh! You're... Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if I give him a backdash? Yeah, what if I just give them as the backdash? Oh my gosh, what the heck is that? Oh, what does this do? Nothing. It's too high of a number, I think. Did we... Oh, we're... Well, that is, I don't think that loaded correctly, chat. I think we moved so fast that we warped into the outer wall without the loading zone. I think that's what happened there. Oh, there I am. I'm falling to all eternity. Chat, I have found 4th castle. Oh, there's 2 of me. Okay, let's go back to some normal area, maybe. Look at that, I'm like instant. Look at that. I love it. It's like... That's my favorite, chat. Just look at it. Just... Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. I wish I could reverse it more easily. But the moment I let go, chat, like even just to attack, I am just instantly against that wall. That is something else. Even jumping does that? Oh my gosh, that is so trolly. Chat, can you imagine if I gave this to the axe armor? I just have like the most godly broken backdash of all time. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we're gonna lower the value. So we're going to unfreeze. If I freeze the address here, it could just be my backdash. Okay, so what makes it go faster? Is it a lower or a higher number from here? I'm gonna try going higher and see when... Did they just knock me into the other room? They heard me splush and how fast I go. Something like that, chat. Oh, that is evil. Look, you can't even dive kick. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, so let's experiment with the higher number here. I'm gonna just make this like 8 instead of 7, see what happens. Oh, no, too fast. Too fast. Oh, we wrapped around. We went to some magical place, chat. Oh, he is gonna get us killed. Alright, so that's too high. So there's some kind of magic number where it becomes negative again. Where is it? No. It'd be funny if he was in a fun pose doing that. The axe armor would taunt during it because I wouldn't have to hold a button necessarily. So he could be going, huh, 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 as I slide along the floor. Is it just like one really specific number that makes you go backwards? If so, that is obnoxious. Like, chat can see I'm like getting rid of it, but I'm like instantly zipped. I'm gonna try something like this. I'm just gonna unfreeze. Oh, we're slowly decelerating. That was interesting. Okay, now we're sliding again. I think I'm gonna die though. I just need somewhere to stand briefly. You can't even backdash? It's evil. Nope, backdashing ban, chat. Okay, so what if I go downwards from this number? Is this positive or negative speed to the left? No, I went positive. What? Is it hard-coded to just be like a really specific number? If so, that's so weird. Why would it matter? What?
Power slide, power slide.
Chat, this number makes no sense to me. I guess it literally has to be at like negative FFFF or whatever the equivalency would be, and then it'll go through. Anyway, I'm gonna disable that code. So we've learned we can move the axe armor horizontally. Is there a way to change his vertical speed? If so, chat, we're good. Ooh, they don't have the... They don't have the vertical speed. Hold on, I'm gonna trace one thing. Sorry we didn't end up doing Mayhem, but hopefully chat has been enjoying the changed Axe Lord armor. Just in case people missed it. We gave Axe armor real jumps. So we're gonna be playing with this at some point. Give him fireballs, angled fireballs, lower fireballs, super jump to the heavens. Although I think I disabled the super jump temporarily. But not bad. I love that I can attack and do spells. I think this might be like the most efficient character, assuming they have fire weakness. Kinda nice. So I'm gonna try to find something, chat. So I'm gonna do one thing to see if I can do it, and if I can't find it, I'll spend time later. There is a way to search the RAM as you play. Oh, it doesn't like that. Oh, some of those are flickering. That's terrible. The problem is he's... Okay, so I need to eliminate some things. There's too many things on the screen. I'll try to find what changes. I really wish he would not do animations here. I need to find, like, when he jumps. Is there something where he just, like, very clearly increases the value? Funny enough, I think I found the Axe Lord outfit animations. I mean, I guess it's interesting, but I don't really want to touch that right now. So I'm just looking for when I jump, what goes up. What goes up must come down, chat. Let's try a new watch again. I'm just looking to see if any of these increase. So far, I'm not finding what I'm looking for, which is unfortunate. Yeah, in the meantime, chat, feel free to interact with it. Cool, promising. Ooh, we have a lot of contenders, chat. Okay, we gotta play a guessing game. Okay. We're gonna start with 0733E4, chat. We're gonna go ahead and mark it. We're gonna call this one speed, question mark. Right now it's at 0. When I accelerate, it's at 4 million something. And when I fall, it goes to a negative number briefly. Now, let's freeze the value. Oh, this is exciting, chat. New things are being discovered. Literally, you cannot find this anywhere online. We're finding it literally on the fly. I'm figuring things out, chat. So, if I give myself a ridiculous number... He just does the little happy dance. Okay, what if we do a less ridiculous number? He still falls, though. Interesting. If I give it a bigger number, what happens? Making more distance. Oh, look how fast he falls. We give him like a moon jump, maybe? Oh, he just went through the floor. You know what? So, you know what? I kind of expected that to happen eventually. So this is definitely speed to some extent. So if I toggle this off and we jump again. So I think I found one of the values we're looking for. I don't know what these do, but we're gonna add it to the RAM launch. When I jump, a couple of these flicker kind of crazy. So we're gonna freeze these two. We're gonna freeze them together. What happens when we jump? Not noticing any real difference here. Though, obviously, chat, if we freeze it and nothing happens, we just keep freezing more things until the game breaks. Isn't that how it works, chat? We're gonna isolate the double jump, chat. So far, I seem to be falling okay. Okay. But if I freeze these values, what happens? Eventually, we're gonna hit a point where I stop falling and I can multi-jump. We'll see, though, chat. We're gonna head and freeze these two. We're gonna freeze all of these. Interesting. Oh, maybe this is the animation of his cape. Maybe that's not as useful. Do these last values. What happens when... Huh. I still fall, even though that's happening. Okay, if I set this to... No, that's too quick. I'm gonna have to freeze it when it's like a positive number. Do this like mid-jump. Man, timing that is really difficult, I'm not gonna lie. So I think I did find something that is useful for that. I haven't decided like what the lockout is though. That's four. Okay, so I grabbed the number there. I'm just curious if I keep it as 42946 What is it? No, I still fall instantly. There must be some other number I'm not finding. Like, clearly this is speed. And this disables my speed briefly. That could almost work. That actually could almost work for something. Oh, look at that, chat. Huh. Oh, and then you get stuck? Oh, that's garbage. That's so terrible. I love it, though. It's very terrible. Look at that dive kick, chat. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Can you imagine, chat? Oh, this would be so horrendous. Look at that momentum. We're going, Joe. We're still gliding. Oh my gosh. You know what? This could actually work for another form of movement. I could just have a glide. Oh, it's horrible. I love it. That slow fall is something else. So it could kind of be like stream title still Suikoden? Is it? I hit update already. Oh, the stream title. Oh. I mean, I could update the stream title, I guess. It is part of the then, at least. Hope you're doing well, Andrew. We're discovering things. I think I might take this. I think I'm gonna take this, chat. We're gonna save this. So this is 0733E4. Oh, that is something special, chat. So we could give the Axe Armor a glide, which would fix a lot of issues with this terrible horizontal momentum. We're gonna call this... I don't know, like Axe Armor Glide, maybe? Keep it simple. That has to be something that very gradually lowers us, maybe? It's gonna cost MP to do. That'll be step one. We have to figure out what would make it fair. So it doesn't look like freezing any of those other values did anything, so I'm just gonna remove them. Don't need them. I think we found the real winner here, which is this garbage thing. Probably make the fall speed a little more than that. Not a lot more. Just look at that chat. Oh. That's something else, chat. Oh, that dive kick was kind of nice, though. That is certainly something. I'm gonna call this Axe Armor Glide. And... remember that L1 button we had earlier, chat? Let's make a cheat for it. Hopefully everybody's doing well. We're looking to do ridiculous things with the Axe Armor, and I think this is pretty good. It might be the most top tier thing we've ever made, chat, but you know what? I'm okay with that. It's Axe Armor's time to shine, chat. Okay, there's SotN. You're just skipping notes for no reason. So unfortunately, chat, it does take a little bit of time to set up the cheats. Sorry, that's not the most exciting thing ever at the moment, but I am doing my best to speed up the process. You just poke those, that's fine. Do I need to do anything else other than disable? I think I do. We're just gonna say... while L1 is pressed, it's gonna do it. Again, we have to figure out the button, for sure. But for testing purposes, I don't want to give it something complicated. I needed something I could just kind of on-off as needed. This will be Axe Armor, Glide, Enable, Disable. Also poke a value in there. Let's just be safe. Wow, SotN's really struggling for some reason. Anyway, chat, let's make a new build. Let's see if we can have on-demand glide. Let's go ahead and close this up. Save changes. Sure? I've never saved a watch list before. We'll see if we can boot it up. So all I gotta do is just deposit it. I've already made the build while we were talking. I just gotta move it into the right folder, and then we can playtest it. So remove this, put it here, and reboot the game. Builds are easy. Hopefully, chat, we will get to play with a version of the Axe Armor very, very soon. Because then we could actually have legit, like, Axe Armor runs. Could you imagine, chat? If you disable, like, the swap equipment or whatever, it's just Axe Armor only. Now, one thing that I have not figured out, and I'll probably reach out to the community for, is what code determines whether or not you can open a door in this game, as there are literally millions of bytes. So I don't know which one is specifically the I can open a door method, or if I could just call it. Let's see. So I set it to L1. Let's see if that works. I don't know if I actually put that in the right mode or not. Let's double check. Where did I add that? Okay, so right now this can only be done if I'm in the Axe Armor, which is fair. That's where it should be. Just wanted to make sure I didn't add it to like something else. The L1 doesn't do anything else here. Moment. We're gonna go ahead and put on the super armor again. Oh, I don't have Mayhem mode on. That would also help. Launch. Could not update an instant. Ooh, okay. Oh, maybe the cheat file is not up to date. One second. It didn't like that. It hissy fit. Yeah, there's Axe Armor Glide. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy that into my cheat backup. By default, Axe Armor Glide put in a ridiculous value. Let's not do that. 009000. I think that's maybe why it had a little bit of it there. I'm just gonna double check the code to make sure I put in the right thing. And then we'll make another build. Axe. Oh, did I say Axe Lord Glide or Axe Armor Glide? Whoops. Oh, I put armor. Okay, that's correct. Axe Glide. Disable. My name. Axe Armor Glide. Well, that looks fine to me. Make another build just in case. A spare folder here. Apparently not. 1 second. This ended up being more of an experimentation stream than I was planning to do originally, but hey, progress is being made, chat. We might actually have solved some of the issues with our knight friend. Obviously, if we hyperspeed too much, we just clip through the ceiling. So we need to find a more graceful way to implement it. It does not look like it likes us touching the Y value, so I'm probably going to play around with some of that on my own to see if there's like a perfect number where SotN realizes it should be rising and not falling. Even if it's like a really slow rise, I will take it over nothing. But it would be very interesting if we did that. So anyway, let's go ahead and copy the latest here. I think I fixed file. Hopefully it doesn't complain at me when we go to boot it up. So sometimes when you're making a new cheat chat, looking into potentially messing with the code at some point, it will complain that I've not instantiated something, and more often than not, it just means I've named something wrong in the cheat file. Let's see. Is it going to be mad at me? Oh, it's not mad at me. That's a good sign. I know. We could just literally zip through the ceiling and stuff like that. So, in theory, this should work, but we're going to see what happens when I press the button, because that's the other point it could break. Oh, what am I doing waiting here? Duh. That. Oh, it didn't like that. It did not like that. Okay, so something is not quite right. Give me that. Axe Armor. Why is it saying that's not ready? So it seems like when I go to actually activate it, it doesn't do that. Why is that? Oh, hold on. I think I might have corrupted the cheat file in general. 1 second. Let me just delete the file. I forgot. I was renaming several things. One of them could have been something that was existing already. So we're just gonna roll it back. That's why I updated the backup file first, and it should generate the cheat file again. That is the downside of doing the hex swatch. Sometimes you accidentally hit an existing code, and then it acts very funny. I think it's good now. Unless save stating saves the cheat file. I actually didn't check to see if it does that. We'll check it in a moment. Hey, Christogram. We are experimenting with a new feature. We haven't actually started a run. It's kind of late. I don't think I can actually start a run per se. But maybe we'll mess around with some Axe Lord or something. Think about it. Because I have to go to work extremely early tomorrow. So I wasn't going to do a long stream no matter what. It's still having hissy fits. I'll have to check something, chat. I mean, it didn't close the game down there, but I just want to check something. Yeah, really early work. Like, I have to be at work at by 6:30. So I'm already technically in sleep territory. Okay. Nope, it's still gonna crash it. Dang, chat. Hold on. Let me revert a change then. It's being stubborn. Just making sure. I didn't, like, name it something wrong, right? Mysteries, chat. Being very stubborn, though. Yeah, I'm not really sure why it's giving me a problem here, honestly, at this point. It shouldn't. I believe I did everything I needed to do. Yeah, I'm gonna try one more time. I mean, I'm just looking to disable a cheat, and not really sure why it's giving me such a problem. Just making sure it's not like a capitalization issue. Like it. I think it's crashing on the cheat here. Because if I comment it out, it'll work, I think. So it's still not... How is it not finding the cheat, though? I'm confused about. Disable. Enabled. Let me call it something else. Let me call it, like, float instead of glide. Let's see if it's just being picky with me for some reason. I mean, there's... Maybe for some reason it's having a name conflict. Just gonna name it something else real quick. Then we'll boot it up again. Yeah, so otherwise I am definitely instantiating it at this point. Like, I'm definitely telling it to do certain things. Fine. If not, I'll just revert it. It's not like a big deal. I just kind of wanted to see this in action while we were here. So in theory, this should work. Another build. And let me rename it in the cheat file too, just to make sure. In fact, I'm going to delete the cheat file. That's how I know it'll work. I'm going to delete it, and then I'm going to edit it. Call this one float, maybe. In fact, I'm even going to copy the one that it was before. Make this. Just making sure I didn't delete, like, a space. Sometimes it acts weird with the space. We have no spaces. And let's boot it up again. Yeah, we were modifying it within the cheat menu and it was behaving properly. Just in the code, it wasn't for some reason. Like, Big shrug. Okay. Let's try this again. We're gonna boot it up. Seems okay so far. The chat's going in for the big points. So I think we'll still mess around a little bit, but I think Christogrim missed the showcase, so we'll go back to it. We did some things to X Arbor Christogrim. We did a couple of things. So let's very calmly go through the intended method. Because I didn't think if save states would save the cheats. It's possible it does. So I'm going to make another save state once this loads here. Again, we'll call that lack of knowledge with BizHawk. So far, it's behaving itself. I think we can all agree. Okay, is it going to behave itself? No. No, so it doesn't like something about that still. Okay, fine. I'll disable the other thing. Can I just disable it? Like, why is it being so picky with me? Weird. I'm gonna try not poking a value in it and see what it does. And if that still crashes, I don't know what else to say. Actually, you know what? Let's even get rid of the disable. I'm gonna keep it real simple. I'm just gonna enable it. All I want to see is that it works, chat. I'll figure out whatever syntax is wrong later. I just want to see if this loads. Then I'll be very happy. Okay. I don't need to worry about that anymore. It should be calling the correct thing. Let's try that. Try one more time. I know. We had it working. I changed something. I technically broke it. We found a way to potentially glide in the air, and that's what I was looking to keep, but it is really fighting me for some reason. I am pretty sure I have not missed a step in the adding a cheat, because I just did that like 12 times today. I just don't know what it is specifically about this that it doesn't like. Because you can see it's behaving normally right now. It is very specific to whatever is happening there. I just want to make sure there's no other cheats missing, right? Before I go further. Just like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I have vertical jump, stand, horizontal jump, float. If that doesn't work, I'm going to back up a step. We can all acknowledge the game is behaving okay at the moment. As if so, I'm going to literally look into the code. I will disable everything that is not relevant. But I only made the one change. I've almost completely rolled it back. Let's see, is this still going to fight me? It's not going to fight me. So it doesn't, like, disable, but enables okay. Okay. Whatever. Chat, we live in a mysterious world sometimes. Anyway, Christogrim, you're like, okay, I don't really see anything too different. This is just normal Axe Armor. Number one. Look at those big ups he has, Christogrim. Look at it. He's just like, whee! I'm in heaven now. Look at that. Take that, library jumps. Actually, you know what's really sad, Christogrim? His normal jump is so bad that he... A, is not able to make this at all under any scenario. But B... Christogrim, this little jump... Normal Axe Armor can't make this jump. He can't even jump 2 blocks, Christogrim. It's so sad. Anyway. We've gotten him there. So here's the big deal, Christogrim. I might have given him some spells. You might have a couple things, Christogrim. I haven't decided what would be fair and balanced at the moment, but it is amusing he could just kind of nuke things now. Perish everything near me. Listen, I need to jump further. Look at that, Christogrim. The death fireballs are here. You can also aim the fireball slightly up or slightly down, as well as neutral. I can kind of follow up behind the other fireballs. Yeah, he's got Dark Inferno. So to kind of balance it for now, obviously it's going to be very powerful when it first starts out, and we'll figure out where to go from there. So every spell usage does cost MP, but it doesn't stop you from attacking during it. So like I could do this, jumps and kind of do other things during it. So feel free to spam all you want. I know. I'm definitely going to make this a toggleable option since Entrance Door didn't work out. Like, you can almost take Axe Armor everywhere. It's getting really close to the point. There's still a few areas where you can't be Axe Armor Chrysogrim, and that is, like, the really tall vertical hallways. And that's about it. Honestly, like, between all of his different jump heights that you could do, it's pretty good. So one thing I guess we could talk about in general is, like, what would make sense with the controls? Like, I'll tell you what they are for now, because it's just testing purposes. They're not going to be final. Yeah, I can't seem to chain jump. It doesn't look like we could grant him jump. Probably all rocks Aquanaut. Yeah, exactly. Those vertical hallways are GG, as well as, like, the Catacomb shaft, where you descend from Succubus downwards. I mean, I guess you could fall down and then take the stairway up, I guess, but yeah, he's got a lot of different jump heights. So right now, I'll just tell you what the scheme is. So my neutral triangle is fireball, up triangle is up fireball, down triangle is that fireball. Circle right now is this. I'm holding up to jump for the super jump, but I heard some discussions on what would make more sense. Like if we just wanted, for example, X and circle combined in order to give like the super jump, or if we want to do like, I don't know, like a different direction for the dark fireball and put them all in one button. We also have all the shoulder buttons that don't do anything. Axe Armor is a Mayhem command. We'll probably add it in as the only like joke command I think going in this patch. But yeah, we can definitely have some like crazy uptime with this. But yeah, you can follow up behind the own fireballs. Kind of sick. One thing it also does, you might notice, it gives me a lot of stats. You can see like it makes the armor, like, sort of usable. The basic attack on it is kind of terrible, and I figured more defense wouldn't be completely garbage on it. And more int just because I think that does impact the spell damage there. I'm not 100% certain. Because it's summoned in an unusual way, so I don't even know if it's using the correct damage formula. I do know that things like the Familiar would still benefit. Okay, chat, moment of truth. Will this crash the game? I don't see it doing anything. Oh. It did do something, it's just not at a value that matters. The answer to that is yes, chat. Yes, we can crash the game. Hold on, let's go back. This is the right value, right? I didn't just mess it up. Let's go trace it. Let me open my watch again, 1 second. It didn't save my watches? Oh, I have to load the file. Okay. I was about to say, I was gonna be very mad. Hey, what the heck is this? What number? Wait, what? Okay, well, I think I see why it's not working. I don't know what it copy-pasted, but that's wrong. I think that's why it was glitching out earlier, chat. This is starting to make more sense in retrospect. So you can thank Windows for that. I definitely copied, like I right-click, then left-click copy, like the word copy, and it did not give me the correct value. Let's go fix that. That'll be the first thing we try. I'm gonna give this a small value. We're gonna go ahead and close the game again. I'm just curious. Like, if the game behaves itself, I want to test it. We did it, chat. Blame Chris. So we'll see. It has some potential. We found out how to manipulate our horizontal speed. It's very easy to go to the right and extremely hard to go to the left. I think that's because they were using an unsigned int, which is very annoying. If they just signed the int, it would just be very easy to toggle the speed. But it looks like it's only checking speed to the left in a very specific value. Like, it has to be, like, I don't know, like, I guess it would be, like, all F or something. And if it's one higher or one lower than that, it just doesn't know what to do. It's like, sure, we'll just zip you out of the world. But definitely, chat, if you missed the earlier parts of the stream, we clipped through stairs, a ceiling. We moved so fast, we warped out of library and ended up in keep. That was interesting. So we've had a fun adventure playing with the speed values. Yeah, we went through solid stairs at one point, and we clipped from the long ascent in the catacombs near Succubus, whatever it's called. And we ended up in the staircase hallway from a single jump. That was interesting.
What?
Clipping was fantastic. Oh yeah, chat, moment of truth. So we have, like... Oh, actually, this is a good reminder. So chat, this is what Axe Armor normally looks like. Look at his sad little jump. He can't even escape the save room. like, come on. They should have at least given him double jump. Like, come on. What the heck is that, chat? Anyway, let's go fix his jump. Okay. Now we have super jump. Or like a still pretty high jump. Alright, moment of truth. Yeah, we've got the glide. Oh, we got it, chat. It's so ghetto, but I love it. Oh my gosh. So once the code stops fighting me, oh my gosh, yeah, I could just glide. This slow descent, I love it. Look at it, chat. Oh, look at that. I can just spam attack. Oh, that's godlike. We're like, come here, bees. Got something for you. Look at it, chat. I love that descent. That's something else. Okay, so that's promising, right? Like that's close. So let me try one more thing to see if it stops being, you know, kind of picky with me. So I'm not gonna poke the value. I'm gonna leave the value as it is, but I'm gonna re-add disable. If this works, I'm gonna be happy because then I have a way of controlling my horizontal fall. We'll probably have that cost MP. It should fix all of his issues of being able to jump properly. If I can figure out how to make that go upwards instead of downwards, as I said before, the game works in very weird ways. We might be able to essentially give him flight. You just pay MP to just ascend. Which would be good. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be as fast as like gravity boots, but you saw how much his normal jump is. I think that's okay. Ideally, I want to find the flag for double jump, but it seems like nothing with Alucard matches up with the Axe Lord. So I have a feeling I know what range of addresses it should be in, but where it is in the 1,000 or so candidates, I have no idea. So shy of me literally poking every single one of those values, I don't know how we would find that out. We did, however, find the vertical height on our own, so I'm proud about that. Okay, so now we're just looking, chat. Can we turn the glide off? We're having baby steps with the code. So it should be straightforward, but it was throwing us a lot of weird errors earlier.
What?
Okay, so let's activate the tools. Please don't crash. Not crashing. Okay, so we have the hyper jump. Oh, yeah, there you go. You can hold it down or just ascend. It's like controlled falling. Oh, that's sick. Oh, I kind of like that, chat. I could just do this. Yeah, there we go. So we're descending like an angel. So there we go. We have like kind of a pseudo horizontal movement. We were talking about that before, that you'd be able to climb out of catacombs with that. So where would be a good test area? Catacombs is one of them. What else would make sense to test? I guess that All Rocks vertical ascent. If we can conquer those two things, I think we'll be fine. Now, we could talk about what would be fair. Because obviously, like, right now, this character busted, right? Like, I put some MP costs in there, but I'm obviously, when I have 1,000 something MP, it doesn't matter. But we could talk about what makes sense, what's fair. Because I know Christogrim, I think, was experimenting with controls. And I'm definitely curious what people think would be fair for these inputs. we have so many different things. What? I love that it announces Super Axe Armor, too. That makes me smile. Is there a value that counts out Axe Lord in a grounded state? That's what I was trying to figure out, Christogrim, but when I changed those values, nothing happened. So I was looking, for example, like what changed when I'm on the ground versus jumping, and freezing all those values didn't do anything. GameCube has a Alucard walk midair. Yes. I don't know if we tried that one specifically. We tried a couple of them. I know the cheat you're talking about. It might even be this one. Oh, that's kind of nice. You could just kind of like that. Oh, and then you can slow your back fall. Oh my gosh. I should probably disable it if you don't have control. That is kind of funny. You can make yourself fall backwards really slowly. Like, I have to get hit by that. Look at that. Oh, Godchild. Sorry, I thought you meant the Game Shark forum. I forgot the name of offhand. Oh, it's game hacking, not cheating. Makes more sense. What were we looking to... Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what we're looking to test. So I have to turn this off for now. Can you slam Axe Lord? Good question. I don't think you can. Find out. Where is ye old slam? Oh, it, like... It makes me do my normal animation. I don't go flying, though. It's more like a trip. I think any damage will do that when I'm an Axe Lord. Which makes trap usage kind of scary. Oh, oops, why'd I put that on? Yeah, the other mystery for me is figuring out how to open doors. I would love to know if there's a way to open doors while you're in other forms. Because this wouldn't apply specifically to the Axe Lord. It would apply to, like, Bat and Wolf, for example. Just have them briefly opening doors. Straight to heaven, chat. So yeah, we would have to talk about what controls would make sense. Oh wow, I have 1,000 hearts. It's very silly. But we have all those shoulder buttons for forms. I could just assign spells to them. Circle, for example, by default is really close to jump, so I don't mind doing that for super jump, for example. I could technically force you to do motions. If I wanted to be a jerk, I could make you do like half circle, then like up down jump or something weird. You guys would be so mad though. I do love that you can kind of stop on demand though. Kind of neat. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to fall from that. Yeah, I think the initial jump is not enough, so I think we're stuck here. I mean, I like that you can glide now, so it does mean that you shouldn't ever really get stuck. Except for when you're in vertical hallways like that. High jump I normally consider up and backdash, like the DS game. Maybe different with triangle being backdash. Yeah, right now L1 is the glide, so I could just very gracefully come in and attack Soda Worm. So whatever the chat thinks would make sense, we'll kind of go with it. Oh, this doorway is kind of weird. But hey, we have glide now, so I don't have to worry about this. Eventually I'll give glide a small cost. It'll probably be like 1 MP. I guess. You can even glide in the water. That's kind of funny. Yeah, you see we just kind of ascend to heaven. So if we're able to figure out how to get the ascension value, this would be good. This is where it's going to take a little bit of watch. But I think we're pretty close. Because, again, the big issue with this one is normally when you jump, like, this is a great example. So see that column there? I cannot jump past this column in a single jump. If I hold glide, like, I can glide from, like, here to the other side in one jump. So it's, like, possible. It's not, like, the fastest movement ever, which is okay. It's unique, put it that way. Crazy to see be able to play as Axe Lord. Yeah, a few people have been asking about that. I think Godchild in particular. And I was kind of curious too. In fact, originally in Mayhem, I wanted an ! Axe Lord armor. And I felt kind of sad because I didn't know how to change it. But like now, like you could see, like I could do more complicated jumps. Like it's not the best. Like obviously if I could get like a double jump here, it would be really great. But we'll see. One thing that's kind of a downside with the armor at the moment is there's not a lot of control over your jumps. So like, right now it's kind of like all or nothing with the jump. You could kind of cut it short with glide at least, if you're just looking to cut it, like, jump lower. So there's a little bit of skill with it, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to talk about ways to kind of fine-tune it, I think. But hey, I guess we could go nuke Scylla. That could be funny. Or Scylla. Oh, she got dunked on, chat. Oh, I love it. Just kill her instantly, chat. I love that you can just kind of follow behind these. You can just have a wall. Look at that, chat. The wall of death just follows you. Yeah, maybe that'll do. I love it. So yeah, we'll talk about like what makes sense for the control scheme of this, I suppose. Like up to jump is kind of nice. I don't want to do D-pad for glide, I think. Rather just hold a button for it. And this normally kind of redirects your movement anyway, so my finger naturally wants to hold like L1 or something. Or R1, potentially. Something that I'm not like reaching for the back row. Like the back buttons can be our spells, potentially. So I could just have like the fireballs up there if I want to. Yeah, it's getting there. So let's experiment a little more. So that's one mystery solved. How do we get him to go horizontally? It's not super fast, but it'll do for now. One thing we can verify, if we add a ridiculous number to this, what happens? Oh, we just fall through the earth? I went through the floor. Thank you, game. Never cease to amaze. We're just in a happy place now, chat. We'll come back eventually, maybe. Let's go to library. We got quicksanded, exactly. That's okay. We have Mayhem to kind of fix ourselves if we clip through the floor while jumping. Okay. We're gonna undo this. I'm gonna try to capture a value while we're jumping. There has to be like a very specific number that will make us go up instead of down, because this value does rapidly change. In fact, it jumps from like 9 digits down to 4 digits briefly. So there's some weird range in SotN that they decide that that is what they want. I don't know why they decided that that's the range, or like if I look at the hex what it should be. So if I do like this, hold on. I'm gonna copy this value. We're gonna enable this. What happens when I do this? Oh, I just phased through the floor. As you do. Right, chat? It's fine. Let's clip into the floor. It's not a big deal. Just instantly through the floor again. Man, what is that number that it uses to go upwards? We're like so close to it, yet not. What is this in...
This one is special!
That's the value in hex. Oh, is it? Wait, that's in the hex? Wow, that's a crazy number if that's supposed to be hex. 63488. I'm just curious what this does. I'm just kind of pausing the screen manually. Pause button to see if I can capture what value stops us from like going crazy fast. Oh, that's like a normal fall. That's not what I want. So I need something more like this maybe? Just went through the floor. Okay, maybe not like that. So SotN, we just love clipping through floors. Like, we're so close to cracking the mystery, chat. I'm gonna try this value, 1 second. I copy it, then I'm gonna paste it. We're gonna see what happens. I assume I'm gonna go through the floor. Let's find out together, chat. Oh, maybe... Oh, maybe this'll work. Ah. Aha. Okay, I figured out what it was. The RAM watch and the cheats were not set to the same value. What I mean by that is, I was thinking I was putting in hex this whole time, but it actually wanted the unsigned in. So like, now if I jump and I pause, do I now have flight? Oh, flight! Oh, I have a fly button! Yeah, there we go, chat. We're going to heaven now. Oh, I could... Oh, there we go. Oh, then we could just hold up and jump. Chat, I can just hold up and jump, and you just fly as long as you want. And then we have a glide button if we really want to. Okay, we figured it out. So this value is... ridiculous. This value is like 4 million something, by the way, chat. Okay, I think we can make him fly, chat. I can't give him multi-jump, but I think we could give him fly. I'm gonna try one thing. I think the glide will still kind of glitch out. What can we do for this? That's L1. Again, like, I have to figure out the keys. I'm just looking to make this simple for testing, but we definitely need to talk about what the control should be. So now we have a flight button. So I don't mind having, like, a gravity boots versus, like, a flight. Like, if all you want to do is a quick jump, because obviously you saw the gravity jump was very fast. So for speed purposes, I want to keep that in there, and it's kind of nice. Like, it's just falling without hitting the ground. I mean, you're not wrong. I could do an if, and then like an else if. Oops, sorry, chat. Ignore my computer being too hot. I have an if, else, if, else. And this should work. Cannot convert from U into int. Why does it think it's an int? Oh, is that why the other one was having problem? What would this be in U int then? Hold on. Question mark. This be as assigned in. Negative 4,000. Okay, so that's what the number is. Got it, got it, got it. Thank you, Christopher, for gifting Doozy a sub. Ooh, the sound is all crackly. Stop that game. Okay, so I think I figured it out. Okay, so apparently it's at negative 413,000. was the speed we were just looking at. So let's see if this works. We're gonna make a new build. And if so, we're gonna probably just make it cost like 1 MP for flight. Because it'll be ticking like every few seconds. No, like per frame. It'll be very expensive, but it should be possible to fly. And it can make it probably cheaper. Fine. So we are looking possibly good to go. We found a workaround. I don't have double jump. Look, I'm just stuck on the ceiling now. Let's close that. Let's try this. Hopefully the game will not complain about the poke value, or I'm gonna be very mad. As chat has seen, enable, disable was behaving itself. So hopefully this should be fine. I forgot to see what button I just assigned. Okay, I said R1, but I also copy pasted. So I just wanted to make sure both of them weren't trying to fight each other to the death until one takes control. So far, the game has not exploded. That's a good sign. So we might be able to have controlled falls and flight, which would be very different in terms of movement in this game. They don't need to be like super, super fast. It shouldn't be like the best at everything. But this makes it a lot more viable. It's going to take a little while, I think, to fine-tune the costs. I don't think I'm going to hold up the build for it. I think our build from the other day was pretty solid, and we fixed a few bugs, including the last stat issue, I think. But hey, maybe somebody will get a fun little surprise here. The game has not crashed yet.
What?
We got the glide. Yeah, we just have like a hyper boost. Look at it, chat. Go like, whoop. We're still slightly too fast, I think. I think it needs to go a little slower. That is kind of funny, though. You can just kind of glide all you want at the moment. So now, obviously, nothing should be off limits. I could make it more like gravity boots, where it like forces you to do it for a certain amount of time. So like if you press R1, it'll force you to go like that high every time, but you could chain it. Yeah, look at it, just kind of go. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, the only thing we really have left is just doors. Those pesky doors, chat. But yeah, it's looking a lot better. So now we can kind of take it for a spin, see what's viable. Also, remind me, chat, I need to disable the spells when you're in a menu. I mean, it's funny that you could queue it up while you're here. You can see it's costing me MP. Oh, that's actually cheating. Wait, does that mean I could just like... Hold on a second. Come here, Doppel. I got something for you. Maybe you can't set clipping to only clip through doors. Maybe. Wow. Okay, that is legit cheating. I'm just attacking while in the menu. Yeah, that's fair. Can you imagine, chat, if I left that in? Chat would get so mad. We're like, hold on, we're fighting Dracula. We're like, hold on, chat, I'm fighting Dracula real quick. Just gotta mash a couple times. Oh, look at that, chat. Dracula died. What a shame. Oh my gosh. The cheese is real. We're like, oh, I'm just really indecisive the menu and I keep canceling. Oh, darn, chat. Maybe I'll figure out the menu one day. Refund, exactly. Look at that. That's the best. Oop. Oh, that super jump, though. Yeah, so I think the normal jump is still faster. You have like a flight. Oh. I was gonna say, Stone Rose, true final boss. Do the higher Sean, I guess, for money. Oh, that feels so good. Boing. Yeah, I kind of like the normal movement of the axe. The fight, I think I like the default values. Obviously, the super jump is super silly. The hitbox on the axe is super jank, but I don't think I'm gonna touch that. We're gonna let some jank still exist. So we haven't modified its horizontal speed. I mean, we know it's technically possible, I think, to have a backdash. If chat wants a backdash with the Axe Lord armor, just let me know. I could technically add it into the game. It'll be very goofy. There would be nothing to backdash cancel. It would just be mashing backdash over and over. Bonk. Take advantage of that super height. So it does make you go up a certain amount of time at least. You can kind of bounce. You just kind of glide if you want to. Assault on me. I want the world. It should technically be possible to make it backdash cancel. I could make triangle circle literally backdash on the Axe Knight. I just have to think about, like, programmatically what that would mean. Like, obviously triangle would be the speed. And then it falls off after a certain amount of time. It'll be something like... Let's make it the most broken thing ever. I mean, right now it's pretty good. It will be balanced with more MP costs. You can't really see it, but I like, obviously I have 1,260 MP, which is ridiculous. Yeah, now we should be able to kind of go the inverse of this. I don't know if that's too fast or not. It might be slightly too fast. Might slow how quickly it goes up. I mean, it is funny. We just kind of nope our way back up to the door. The camera can't quite handle it. It's kind of special. If we want a slower fall, we could do that. Let's go straight off screen. Yeah, let's slow it down a little bit. A little bit. We'll figure out what a good old number is for it. Okay, let's have this represented as a signed int so I can see it. So if I just make this like a flat value, like what does this do? Oh, helps if I turn it off briefly. Just slightly too fast. We're gonna experiment a little bit here. I want to make sure the camera is able to kind of keep up with us. It's okay if we slightly outpace the camera. Oh. Yeah, that's still too fast. Toggle. Let's try a whole digit lower. Oh, that's 2 digits lower. We'll do 1 digit first. Not too bad. You can have kind of go off screen, I guess. Might leave it like that. What does chat think about that? It's obviously slower than the other one, but like you don't lose sight of yourself. Like eventually, start going a little off screen. I mean, I could slightly maneuver it. Maybe this will be closer. That's actually pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna make note of this number. We're gonna go with this number for now. It doesn't have to be, like, super perfect. That just means you're going faster, which is nice. Oh, crackly. So you're something else. Okay. So I think that resolves basically all of our issues with this movement, question mark? Bonk. Let's look into something that Christopher mentioned, since we're here. It is worth exploring all avenues to fix the character. There's a code for jumping in midair. Let's see if it works. We tried infinite jump earlier, it didn't do anything. Say midair. Jump. Nope. Unfortunate. I'm mashing the jump here, nothing's happening. If I take this off, I should be able to keep jumping. I mean, if I do this, I can also give Alucard flight if I really want to. I mean, it's worth testing. I mean, it would be nice. We could also just give him, like, really mini jumps. That way you force the player to mash like this. It'd be kind of funny. Yeah, this is looking pretty solid. So now he has flight. We can experiment, I think, a little bit with cost. It should cost not, like, a whole ton. So, one other thing I was testing didn't work, which is not a big deal. So for now, we're gonna see, like, how quickly this actually eats MP. So I'm gonna give both of them a cost of, let's say, for an MP greater than 1. Well, greater than 0, actually. And we'll charge them 1. Now, we might slow down the rate at which it consumes, because obviously, if it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then that's obviously too fast. So we'll have to do, like, skip every other check or something. Which is fine, we can always track those things. But I just want to see from a standpoint with how quickly it checks, how fast does that actually potentially drain? Like, I'm okay with float taking a little bit of MP. Like, it might take more than the flight does, honestly. But we'll see. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete this. Don't need this anymore. Now, this version should allow us to do the glide and the super jump. I might reduce how high the super jump takes you in retrospect. That way you have, like, kind of, like, sort of closer levels of jump. Not sure. But hey, chat, we have made excellent progress. The only thing I think I want to check before we potentially end the stream would probably be left and right movement. As I said before, we could technically have it backdash you. You saw what happens if we put the speed up too high, though. We just suddenly phase through every wall known to man. Which would be a funny backdash if you just skip all the loading rooms.
What?
One thing we may or may not simulate, I could simulate like a double jump. Like if you hold X for a certain amount of time, for example, it could just be like, it just keeps ascending you. Think about it. Yeah, horizontal momentum is not great. Got pretty good vertical. Let's kind of maneuver through there. How fast is this ticking? Oh, that drains way too fast. I mean, that's funny. Yeah, that's too fast. I think I'm gonna have to slow that down by quite a lot. succeed at actually actively draining our ridiculous MP total. Like, that pause was 14 MP. So yeah, we're gonna have to fine-tune, I think, the MP. And I don't know, chat. Like, from a standpoint of balance, should some of these things be unlocked by you having certain relics, for example? Like, do I not allow the super jump, for example, unless you have gravity boots? And Bat gives you flight? You technically make relic skip progression. So there's a lot of ways we can fine-tune it, for sure.
What?
Fire Bat is Hellfire? Maybe. It could be interesting that all the relics end up pumping it up. I mean, the slow glide is kind of like misting, I guess. That, like, kind of makes sense with where it is. Wolf would be like the super dash. Just hold R2, just go flying. Bonk him real quick. Ooh, that wasn't enough to kill. We'll get there, though. Yeah, that little hop, I love it. Yeah, like, I might be able to scale how quickly... Yeah, I might be able to do that. So for example, I can check number of frames held. So if you hold it for a long time, it could accelerate. So I could give, like, actual physics to it. You know what I mean, chat? Like, would chat want that? Like, right now it's just a static value. It's just kind of on-off. We made it very simple. But we can have it scale up to the max speed. So if chat is looking to do, like a short jump, you can just keep holding it and then you just keep ascending. Or, like, you could ramp up for the vertical. I'm not sure. Chris is posing. I'm assuming he did well on the perform. Hold on, we're just ascending our way through the tower. Oh, speaking of which... Was there a way to clip through walls? Toggle walls on off. During cutscene, magically sealed doors. No. Not what I'm looking for. Yeah, if there was a... Yeah, I think that would be what I would do. Either we have a door animation or we just phase through the door. I'm okay with it behaving a little suspect, as it were. But I think now we actually have a legit... Oh, what am I doing? I think we have, like, a legit super armor. Obviously, we're gonna have to figure out the price. You kind of get, like, a double jump with it. It's kind of nice. But generally speaking, you don't want to jump with him. He just falls forever. That's why if I want to keep on the ground, I can just spam all these fire moves and blow him up. Nice. I don't know if his damage will change for first castle and second castle. Oh, that super jump, though. It's crazy. Look at it, chat. There we go. Straight to heaven, chat. How are we only doing 49 when we have 84 strength? What is the damage calculation of Axe Lord armor? I'm really curious now. Why is it so bad? Oh, Axe Lord armor, I tried buffing you. I mean, I guess if you tap it, it doesn't really cost that much MP. Like, that's one tap. That's a second tap. It's sort of fair. Little bounces. I think it ignores strength or something, because I have like a base strength of 84 with how I did the code. So that should work, but it clearly isn't. Also, what the heck is our weapon? Go to like... Go to 0? Like, what happens? This. You still do damage. It must ignore our strength, so I could just remove the strength bonus then. Chad, our next obstacle. Is there a way to phase through this? Oh, that's what you meant? I thought you meant the corridor leading there. Which, to be fair, we were talking about the vertical corridors. So we conquered the vertical corridor. We're gonna try something. I have no idea what this is gonna do. Does that work on normal on the car? No. Oh, where's my other jump? Oh, do I have the infinite jump ons? No, I don't. What? What's causing this? Wait a minute. Where's my other jump, chat? One of these commands that's doing it? Disable this real quick. Huh. So one of those just randomly gets rid of my jump. Well, that's not what I want. That didn't work. Weird. Accidental turbo mode. Something like that. So I'm gonna make sure I didn't accidentally delete the real turbo mode. Turbo mode jump. Yeah, it was separate from whatever I changed, so interesting.
What?
Anyway, time to go wreck all rocks real quick.
What?
I mean, the damage isn't terrible. Oh, did not like that. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe because I deleted a fireball. I think I deleted a fireball, chat. Let's close it. It's gonna be mad at me. One of those codes must have been the fireball code, unintentionally. Let's go ahead and not do that. It's like, I can't find the number anymore, and I'm like, uh-oh. Let's delete the cheats. This should be good. It didn't like it, chat. It's like, I don't know what to do. The fireball should be here, but it's not. And I'm like, oops. We're fine. I guess what we'll do, since chat was patient, and we're kind of at the end of the session, I guess chat can just hammer me while I play Axe Lord Armor for a bit. I'll be sad if you take it away, because there's not really much I could do about it. I don't feel like re-getting it, other than just resetting straight up. I guess I'll load state. Fine.
What?
Yeah, Spellcaster on Hearts only should affect this. I'm just gonna make sure I didn't delete the settings. Give me 1 second, chat. We'll mess around with it for a little bit. But I think we made really excellent progress. We found flight, a glide. We're gonna reassign some of the buttons, probably just to be all shoulder buttons for now. We'll have to decide what should be on triangle and circle. But honestly, the form buttons I think are also okay for spells to some extent. Because again, they're not used when you're in this form. Ideally, we'll have some way to shorten our hurt box so that we're smaller. I think that would be like the last fix other than Coopers. But otherwise, it would be kind of fun to pick up. And I'll just revert the strength changes. Where is... Oh, okay, so it should be live. I just have to start Mayhem. But feel free, see what affects me, see what doesn't. Let's check on Chrysogram's points. That's always the thing I'm curious about. I see those bets, and I'm like, what happened to his points? Chrysogram's still sitting at 32,000. Add a couple points to that. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I'll reward you with tons of points. Boy. Ooh, Herc is sitting on a mountain of points. Pat, he has passed the 100,000 point. Yeah, chat might notice they have slightly more than they did earlier. Oh, I forgot to get Doozy's points. Good point, Doozy. Doozy can't go pointless. How much does he have? 4,000? We're adding another digit, Doozy. You should be good. Digit winning it for 4. You should be all set, Doozy. Set for life. Oh gosh. I mean, I can kind of control my fall. I love his little bounces. In stats. Rip my MP. Oh gosh, there's so many of them. Help me, random fireball, you're my only hope. No, hit stun animation. Get out of here. I'm out of MP. Oh no. Rip my MP. Oh wow, I really burned through that MP quickly. That feels like sort of balanced at low levels. Wait. Wait a minute. Is it because I'm cursed? Does Axelord armor not regen MP? Today I learned. Yeah, the HP for MP doesn't do... Oh, it's HP for MP, probably. Interesting. Oh, maybe it's the HP for MP. I might have to code in something just for that. Alright, we're gonna let the HP for MP wear off. I will probably make it do damage to you. I think because it's not like a normal spell, I don't think it's covered by the current code. Which is good. We have to learn these things. I've also learned what the beginning of library looks like. Thank you, Christopher. I was briefly in that door. I probably could have used that to go to the next area if I was smarter. That is interesting. We're just gonna verify. I do regen MP, right? Like, I should go back to full. Okay. Oh, it just doesn't. Huh. Underwater. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm impacted by it. So I can kind of cheese your underwater. But yeah, it doesn't regen MP. Huh. I'm gonna make it do that at some point. Give me a second shot. Now I definitely have infinite MP. That makes life easier. See, chat, now I could just kind of become the artillery. Man, Spellcaster in this is godlike. Yeah, I think because I'm just straight up looking for MP, the other things just don't work. Just get sure we get the item, chat. Let's get the big jump here. We have the stopwatch and everything else equipped. Interesting. I'm gonna make a mad dash to all rocks. Yeah, right now I think the MP costs are too high for Glide. And you not recovering MP is definitely an issue. I was gonna say, how did nothing hit that? That was unlucky. There we go. Touchdown. I'm doing his little runs, chat. I mean... I could give him like a rushdown effect. Yeah, look how quick that drained MP. If I just tap it, it's not too shabby. Although I think rushdown locks me. Yeah, we're good. Time stop gets eaten, but Bible works. Bible Supreme, apparently. I mean... I could make it throw sub-weapons. Right? Like, the effects I know how to do offhand are a random Aguni Lightning Bolt and Bible. So I could make you summon Bible on demand, like Rushdown. To be an absolute cheater. Hearts Only 1 is amazing, because I still play it. Now, I think I lose access to all my spells. It's interesting. That means I can have custom costs for Bible. And other things, technically. Interesting. Boink. Look at that, chat. We're just flying around. Extra range. Very interesting. I wonder if that would impact Axelord armor. It's actually a good test. Obviously, I did not disable the menu spell still. Oh? That works? Oh, no. Oh no, that is unfair. Wait a minute. Axelord actually has got like big range now? He can just do whatever he wants? Like just do a flyby maybe? Oh, what's my MP at? Oh, it's like 0. Oops. Yeah, that is the downside. It is kind of easy to run at MP, so we're gonna have to fix that somehow. For now, I'm gonna force myself to have Spellcaster so I can at least fly. Like, I can super jump without the MP, so I'm, like, not totally stuck. Ooh, he's got some health. Axe God like Sahad, exactly, chat. Nope. I mean, it's pretty good speed vertically. More ground-oriented character, I suppose. No wing smashing. Gotta murder what's in your way. So it might be worth giving him some basic spells. Like, I could probably give him, like, the Rushdown Bible, for example. Swap equipment. Oh, Oh, he's gone. He's gone forever. Rip. Deleted. I mean, it works. It interestingly immediately took me out of the Axe Lord armor. Just get wrecked, apparently. Choose to use library. We need to go to the Library of Shame, you're right. Rip Axe Lord armor. I don't have a way of granting it to myself at the moment. Yeah, it was just like, nope. It's whenever chat decides, no Axe Lord for you. Nice spear, chat. Yeah, rip our Axe Lord armor. It's all gone. Never to be seen again. That thing is very annoying to get, I will say. So probably we'll end up putting a command in to grant it to us. I like our cave, actually. But we gotta rethink the MP system. That's why chat can't have nice things. You blame Chrysagram. We could have the flight have like a fuel system and not base it off of MP, I suppose. The way you just kind of run out and gotta let go at some point. Kind of like a recharging jetpack mechanic. Because then that way I'm not competing with like my cool abilities with normal movement. But it's still restricted in some way. Unless I just really reduce its MP cost. Unfortunately, I didn't realize you didn't regen any MP at all in Axe Lord, which is definitely a problem. I mean, the MP could come... I don't know. I'd have to think about what would be fair with it. Oh yeah, there's just a random tube there I never picked up. I don't think we're ever gonna see it again, chat. We're gonna reload. Rest in peace, the Mojo Mail. Although we did lose the cave we had, unless this is it. Oh, no, it's not. I don't know what this color is.
What?
So yeah, we know strength is useless, so we'll get rid of that. Let me make some small notes. Regen, remove spells in menu, fuel system, flight, / greatly reduced MP checks. As I said before, we could talk about, like, if we want to lock things about... Oh, new buttons. So we have, it makes sense. Mostly okay as is at the moment. I can have more than one button do the same thing if chat doesn't like certain things. Like, the only thing I think that would be a concern is probably the super jump here. So that does make you zip up really quickly, which is nice. Don't get me wrong, but if you're, like, accidentally rolling it, you might jump higher than you want. That's why I'm thinking I might reduce the height on one of them. Think about it. Yeah, you can see, like, the difference of me holding up and forward versus just forward and jump. Pretty big difference. Great to have an MP chat. Yeah, it's a shame we don't recover MP, though. Oh well. Nothing we can't work around. So I guess in terms of testing, I'm gonna pause briefly. Is there anything else we can apply? We saw Rushdown sort of worked. The Bible's on the table. We could just have a summonable Bible. We could... Let me think about this. I could have him have a summon spirit, maybe. We haven't seen that yet in the game. Like, I haven't made that as a command. Oh, it doesn't like that when I'm in the Axe armor. It did not like that, chat. It was like, no summon spirit for you. It just straight up froze. That's amazing. That is something else, chat. Let's not do that. Let's close. We'll delete the cheats. It didn't like that. But it doesn't mean I can't do it. It just might be mad at the cheat I was using. So we'll double check. Make sure that was the right value, correct? Looks like it is. We don't have to wait for that. Right now we have a cheat menu, which has nothing in it because it cheats. 1 second. Figure it out. It's be fine. We'll launch. Actually, you don't even need to launch right now. I could just leave it as is. As long as the cheats are loaded. Alucard effect. Did call it. Right now, that's our Bible. We already know that that works. If I do 62. Yep, the Bible has to go away, I think, first. Ooh, that didn't work. So let's undo that. Unless it's 61 and I'm just not reading it correctly. No, it's 62. Unless that's not the right code. 1 second. We're gonna compare it one more time. So this is 73FBE is the code we were just looking at, and that's what I'm working with. It said 62 should have been spirits fly from ceiling. Clearly that is not what it was doing. It was crash game and look awkward doing it. Don't think that was the effect we wanted. So why don't we try a couple other effects? So I can have it when you're in this mode to lock out other abilities for the time being, which I think is okay. Does 61 do anything other than crash the game? Let's find out. No. Right, chat? The answer is no. So we could just do a quick old reset. See, this is why we have a save state there, chat. I could summon a cross buddy. It'll work. That's lightning. Are these just not listed correctly? I mean, I could do this, presumably. Okay. Oh, that hitbox is garbage. Oh, Goonie, you're so weird. Oh, I have a stopwatch equipped, so hold on. I was wondering what was happening. It's the stopwatch. So I need this to give me something other than stopwatch. Give us, literally anything else. There we go. It does 8 damage. Yeah, we're not going to use that. Okay, so what else would be good here? What is 1E? Let's find out together, chat. 1E. That do damage? No. No, but I think I recognize what another mod uses that for. Oh, it's 08. Why does that do no damage? I guess because I'm summoning it, it doesn't use the right formula. not super useful. I don't think we'll do that. The Bible by itself was okay. F. Does this not crash the game? Find out. I love the square though. It's just rapid firing. Okay, question. Question. If we are in this form, what does this do?
What?
Is this legal? Oh, so you can summon Spirit with the Axe Lord. I don't know if it does damage though. Okay, we gotta find something real quick before we end the stream. Where's something I can hit? Okay, here's a lot of things I can hit. How much damage do you do? Not a bad amount of damage, actually. If we want, chat, we can put Summon Spirit on this character. I don't know why the other one crashes the game, but single Summon Spirit seemed okay. It's his ambush. I had it coming. Rewind, says Doozy. Go back to library door. Yeah, I mean, that might be doable. I could put that on, like, the triangle or something. Or I could literally have you do the Summon Spirit input. Either or. I mean, technically, I could force you to Hellfire, too. Well, I think for testing purposes, I won't do that, because I feel like having Sanity. But maybe for the long term, we could just lock them behind this associated inputs. But it would be like the most generous inputs known to man. Like, it would actually have a real buffer. That's not very SotN if I were to do it. It'd be like you hit like up, up, down, down, left, left, right, right, and then attack, and then we'd probably still take it. Fire Spear. The Underwater doesn't seem to work. I don't know if when we get knocked back, if it does anything, but it definitely doesn't impact our jump. Now, that doesn't mean I can't make Underwater impact you in general, since I'm already changing our movement speed. Hold on, chat, that's a good point. Nerf jump if Underwater active. I could probably program it to react to it. I could just give the jumps. Also, that's a lot of enemies. So yeah, I could potentially have a Summon Spirit. I don't think that's like the most broken thing ever. One thing I'm kind of curious about, though, our in is like 70 at the moment, right? If I stack int buffs, what does that do for damage, if anything? If I stack int buffs, I mean, I'm going to mash this progression stats till I achieve heavenly stats. Alright, so we can all agree my stats are just ascending to heaven. How much damage are we doing? Does it scale with any of our stats? No, it doesn't. Interesting. Would I be able to scale the damage? Is the question I'm now asking myself. Okay, so we can modify the damage. Okay, so let's give damage formulas. Fireball scales with int. For the Hellfire big fireball, how is that damage determined? Not sure. I mean, presumably I should be able to do both. Because I definitely want it to change based off the stats to some extent, so that way chat has more control over it. It's like, right now I think it's doing a flat 40, which is okay. Like, it's good for first castle, but that's obviously not going to do anything in second castle. Just making some small notes. I can probably scale it with int. I don't think that's a big deal. Nerf Jeff the Thunderwinter's there, fuel system. Yeah, I gotta rethink what would make sense with the plate. Still gaining stats, oh my gosh. Look at those stats, chat. Oh my gosh. 4,832. Can you imagine if your normal playthrough was like this? Like, oh, we're just gonna go fight Dracula, you know. We almost have as much HP as him. I think we could finally win. Ridiculous, chat. I'm sure I got 5 million mana prisms too. Oh, excuse me, only 30. Yeah, this is like almost viable as is. Kind of funny. We have like almost everything we need. I mean, the MP usage of Blight could also be like a GTA-style stamina meter, where like it will go down if you hold it, but if you just like kind of tap it, it's not gonna go down.
What?
I mean, I can emulate a whole bunch of things for that potentially. Sorry, did I do 256? So we are scaling off our stats with our melee. Interesting. Right, chat? We're very clearly doing more than when I was out here the first time. I'm only doing 128 though. Is it like a quarter of our strength or something stupid? Is that why I couldn't see if it did any damage? Oh yeah, chat. We're gonna mash this progression stats. You can see I'm now going up by like 60 plus. So I should see a difference, right? Ew, it's like a quarter of our stats? Ew. What kind of damage calculation is that? No wonder I didn't feel any difference. Shake your head, chat. Like, is it based off our int or our strength, though? That's what I'm not sure about. I mean, clearly the crits will look at our luck. Unless that's just luck impacting our stuff. Also, I love that we're just getting random library cards from the furniture. Quite something. I don't know, maybe that's a side effect of luck. Just being so high, it doesn't normally ever reach that number. It is very odd. However, we are scaling to heaven with our stats. We're now at 700 something. You know what, see, actually, chat, I think we have more health than, we almost have more health than Death, I think, because Death is 6666. We're so close, chat. We just need to level a couple more times.
What?
So yeah, we're gonna develop, I think, a damage formula for the fireball. I definitely want to have a static set amount of damage, no matter what. And 40 is not... 40 might be slightly too high, I'm thinking about it. Like, if it then also scales with int, 40 might be too high. I mean, it can hit for like 120 if all of them hit a big target, which is pretty good. Also, why did that randomly do 100 something? And the fireball's crit? If so, that's kind of funny. I mean, it definitely felt like it did more damage, unless that was the demon that did damage. Oh no, it crit. Huh. There you go, chat. Critting spells. Okay. Why not, chat? Axe Lord God tier. See, if I had to do something like this to ascend without burning MP, I think that would be fair. If you want it to be fast, you just gotta get rid of it. Okay. I think I've seen enough for today, though. There's some things to think about. Yeah, making it cost more over time is very easy to do. In fact, if it's spammed too much, I could do that technically with any skill. But we might be able to summon Spirit with Axe Lord. It'll have to have some kind of delay, of course. But I think we got some pretty good notes. I think that's not a bad spot to stop. So we basically have learned the limitations of the spells. The graphics are going to be weird because I'm not the right Alucard for one of the fireballs. But I think everything else looked fine. It looks like we can even get a Summon Spirit as like a more neutral type damage. And I might be able to play around with how long the Summon Spirit persists. I'm not sure. Because now that we can force it to spawn, I might be able to test another spell change that was in one of the updates of Chaos, I believe. Like one of the more recent ones. So maybe with that knowledge of being able to summon it as the Axe Lord, we might be able to have it like single focus target something for a while. And it'll persist for, instead of like 3 or 5 seconds, for like 10 seconds. That would be kind of interesting. But man, lots of good testing today, chat. Let's go to the Let's Chat for today's session. So we didn't end up doing a run. But on the other hand, Axe Lord looking almost playable start to finish. We have pesky doors in the way, of course. And that's about it, other than the Aurochs wall. So we'll have to think about it. Yeah, building a better Axe Lord. So one thing we're definitely going to have to do is probably regen MP. We could have MP recover at a ridiculous rate and keep the prices about the same. Think about it. There's a lot of ways it could be handled. I'm just thinking about what it would work better at. Like, I definitely think we need to regen MP rapidly. And then, like, you should be able to burn it on a variety of things. It could be kind of fun. Maybe it would make sense to allow hearts for something, so if we want to summon the Bible as a command, we could still do it. So if we still wanted to technically use hearts for something, it's still on the table. So if we want to lock certain really good attacks behind a resource that's harder to recover, that could also work. But I think, chat, I'm going to be closing up the bot, so don't bet anything. But I think for now, we have gathered a ton of information. There's still probably a big question in the air whether or not we could get another jump with Axe Lord. I would love that in a final version of it, like when I'm completely done with Mayhem. Or maybe some other changes with the doors. But in terms of making it viable, it's pretty close. Obviously, now it has ranged attacks. It's got damage, potentially. I'm not sure if it scales the melee at all with actual damage, or if it's just the luck score. Because from what I remember, luck will kind of influence your damage randomly, even if you don't crit, if it's higher than your attack. Which I think is what's happening there. I don't want to give it super luck to compensate a bad melee, though. because that will unintentionally give you like a bazillion items, which would be a not wanted side effect of it. I'll think about it. But for now, chat, I think it's safe to say we've hit the end of the stream. So we're going to say goodbye to YouTube and the stream at the same time, more or less. So thank you for watching, YouTube. And hopefully you got some enjoyment out of the experimentation, and we'll be looking to push this into a build as a checkbox, probably within the next week or so.